What's up, everybody? I look like an absolute maniac. My hair's all poofing out, but you can't tell from this far. But when I was setting up the camera, I was like right there close. I'm like, whoa, oh, so silly. So I'm really excited today. There's a couple of reasons why. Because I'm going to paint. This is the fourth day in a row, which is wonderful. And I got my spinner upstairs so that we can do a little spinning. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I've got a couple of ideas. I do have two canvases I can work with. Um, I don't want to bring this much closer, but anyway, so I really like the summery one with the light colors yesterday. I think it came out pretty cool. Um, but I need to keep going. I need to paint every single day to really wrap my head around my skills. I ate my dinner tonight. One thing about eating the way I'm eating right now is it doesn't knock you out. It doesn't make you want to go to sleep. That's really powerful. So I'm excited about that because I knew I wanted to do a painting or two with you today, and I was so hungry. I don't normally OMAD, which is one meal a day. I usually it ends up usually being two because oftentimes I am breaking my fast anywhere between 11:30 and 2:30. Yesterday I broke my fast at 2:30, which is kind of late in the afternoon if I'm going to have two meals. A lot late. In the winter that's dinner time because it's dark here at 3 or 4. So I had a giant cheeseburger, like giant. I had waited too long to eat, and I was very hungry. So I had like a package of like about a pound and a quarter, maybe a pound and a third. It was a big burger, and I took it out and I was going to make it into little burgers, and it just like felt in a perfect round thing, perfectly in my bowl. And I've done this before, but I never ate the whole thing. I could sit down to a pound and a half, 2 pound steak, but sitting down to a burger that size just kind of made my brain blink. But I realized I'm not going to make them into little burgers. I'm going to make one big burger, and I'm going to eat what I feel like eating, and then when I'm done, I'm done. And I cooked it. It cooks perfectly when you do that, or for me anyway. It's kind of freaky. Never any mistakes of well done. It's never too rare. It's always perfect. So I made this beautiful steak, and it's or burger steak, and it's big. It's like that. And I sat down to eat, and I couldn't stop. It was so darn good, and I never felt like full, So until I was done, then I was full. So the beauty of that is I wasn't hungry for a very long time, very long time. On top of the food that I was eating being so absolutely satiating, I was also just plain old full from the size of it. So I went until I think it was 5:30, 6 o'clock, where I decided it's going to happen. It's going to happen now. I'm hungry. And so it did. And I just sat down and had an incredible steak. I'm very happy about that. So, what we're doing today is we're working with it. We're going to pull it out so I can tell you exactly because sometimes I think they're smaller than they are. 8x8 wood panel. You could buy these wood panels at the Dollar General. They're not the fanciest wood panels. They're not the thickest side wood panels, but they're wood panels. And wood panels are really pleasant to paint on. like extreme pleasant. So I'm excited. I have one more of these in case I want to keep going. I have a feeling I will. I like painting more than one. And pretty sure I got enough paint for two. If not, then I stop at one, right? So I've done no preparation for this. Some people will make sure there is like that they paint it. I'm not really worried about that right now at all. What I do have to do is figure out how I'm going to lift it up from this piece here. I want it to be pretty secure holding. Because I am using my spinner. I went and got my spinner from downstairs today. So let's go ahead and tilt you down. Let's get into it, right? You don't need to be looking at me right now. I wish I could get you more zoomed in. I just don't have that skill yet on this phone. So this was covered in paint. Oh, I got to show you this because this is great. So basically, the whole spinner had this paint on it. But when you turn it over, look at all that cool sauce. I am excited. I'm actually going to do a multimedia piece using that because I've got so much of it and it's so beautiful. Here's another piece of it. Oh my gosh. Here's another piece. I'm going to glue these on a giant canvas I have. I'm going to cut them out and figure it out, and I'm excited about that because it's a big canvas. It did not come out at all how I wanted it, but I feel like I can't let it go. Is that weird? I don't know. So I'm going to put, I hope there's enough room for 4 of these. Maybe. Yep. So it's off the spinner, which is good. I do feel like I need to be a little closer to myself. Can you still see me? Oh my gosh, I feel like you're so far away. I really, really do. Let me play with you a little bit. Let me see if I can get you closer this way. That's better. Yeah, at least you can see that a little better. It's not perfect, but what I am going to have is I'm going to get some paint on my belly today. This much I know. Try to get that in the middle. I need a soda. I'm very, very thirsty. So I'm going to have a Fresca. These are all right. They taste really good, but they have a whole carb in it. So I have to be very, very careful. Because I know when I've got carbs in me. It doesn't matter how small. So what my plan is, I'm going to take this crazy blue. That's a very dark blue. Right here. Oh, look, you can see my paint. It's almost black, right? I'm going to use that as my base coat. And I will mix it just in case. I don't think I have any issues with it, but just want to make sure I don't have any dried flaky paint on this, because that would just ruin my day. I'll go with the side that doesn't have anything. So this feels really good. I don't have to do nothing more to it. So First thing I'm going to do is going to pour me a puddle. I should be pretty even here. Not like the olden times where I was always very uneven. But that was more, that this is the contractor's fault, not mine, if it's not even. I'm just trying to get it everywhere. I'm going to spin it out in a second. Okay. Remove that. I'm not going to go too fast because it'll fall off. Just want to get a nice even coat. If I can spot any globules, I'll get them off, and I can always touch up the sides. So far that one's pretty good. Not great. I can just use my hands, touch up these sides a little bit. That side needs a lot of touching. Holy. I hope everyone had a fabulous day today. I had work today, and I was smart and called my best helper in because I've got a big stretch of clients lined up over the next 5 days. Some of those jobs are relatively large, very large, and it can be painful. It's part of the reason why I'm doing this way of eating that I'm doing, that you can hear all about on my Tara Woodruff After Hours page. I need to be able to keep up at my job for a lot longer than my body's telling me about. So, and I also just want to enjoy life more. Now that I'm not drinking, there's more time in the day. There's more things to do, and I physically just didn't feel like I could after gaining all that weight this winter. Feel like it's time for me to feel physically better. So having a heavy workload this week without considering that my body is really pissed off at me still, it was a really good thing that I called in my helper. Made my day way better. Put a little fun and whatnot into our lives because we get along really good because it's my daughter and she's the best. Sometimes I bring my granddaughter. That's pretty great. But I've got to kind of be prepared for next winter. Next winter is it's coming. It's always coming. All right. I want to do two. Oh gosh, wait. I had a big old plan. Hold on. Nope, I'm going to go with the new plan that my brain just came up with. I'm going to do 2 open cups. No, I'm going to do 1 open cup. And if I have paint left and go on to the next canvas, I will be doing a different style. This still will probably end up a swipe because they usually do, don't they, guys? My OGs, they know most things end up being a swipe. I'm just cutting the bottom off this cup. It's kind of giving me a hard time. I think I need to sharpen my razor. Okay. I'm going to toss that girl right in the middle. This is my cell activator. I am going to use just a little bit. I want my colors to not disappear too much. So that is Amsterdam white and Floetrol and water. I do have on my wish list or my shopping list on Amazon, Australian Floetrol. And I will probably have a separate bottle all the time ready for that. And not use it as a regular pouring medium, just a cell activator. So can you see? You can't see it yet. You might not even be able to see it. I managed to save my paints in here. I was really struggling. Where am I going to put those? All right. So I'm going to go next with my green. Pouring really light. Then I'm going to go yellow. Woo. Then I'm going to go gold. Oh, I got some yellow on there. I'll pour a little tiny bit more white. Then I'm going to go in with pink. If you're wondering what I'm using all dollar store products from the Dollar General, except for one of my spatulas. Then my metallic red that I created yesterday. And the purple. That is a Walmart product. That's folk art. Color shift or color, yeah. The tiniest bit more white, just a little bit. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay. Just did a little. Oh my. I had to let it go. I couldn't just keep doing that. It was making me crazy. Oh, I hope you can kind of see that. I'm going to spin very lightly. I want to see things move around. My goal is boulders right now. I really want boulders. I like them. And yesterday I feel like, oh, I got cells and I got boulders. I felt like just the tilt ruined it. And even though it's a beautiful painting, it's not what it started out as, you know? It didn't start out the way it ended. And I'm not trying to beat myself up or be whatever. It's just being so out of practice with these guys, excuse me. It makes it hard to make the judgments correctly. Oh my God, that's insane. I'm going to stick with spinning. That looked like it wanted to change my boulders, and I don't want it. This is so pretty. Let's try again this way. Now, speed matters. You can go faster than this, but you have to have a secure situation. You'll notice like Winter Storm and Sarah Taylor, when they put on a spinner, they have these sticks that are out that can handle all different sizes. And not all of them go super fast. It depends on the composition that you're looking for. I want to maintain these boulders as much as possible. That's why when I started to stretch, I stopped. I can remove a lot of paint doing this. Oh, that is just something else. Um, that's one of my favorite that I've ever done, I think. That's really beautiful. So there will be no swipe in this. I may fiddle, but I'm not swiping. I'm going to first hit it with fire, though, before I make any kind of rash decisions. It's not too much paint on here, which is good. So it shouldn't crack. Plus, it's the first time around. It shouldn't crack. Oh, that is so pretty. I have to look at it for a second before I make any more decisions, guys. I don't think I want to touch it. Are you sure, Tara? Well, if I do, I have a little lizard guy right here. I don't want to touch him. I'm going to bring you in close for him. He's really funky. But I do feel like I can play here a little bit. I want that to look super organic. Okay, that's kind of cool. He is an interesting little creature. He's got a lot of stories to tell. I brought my daughter in to meet the meat lady at the butcher, and we had a good time. We were talking about all sorts of fun stuff, fishing stories. I really don't think I should go any further than that. Oh, that's really insane. Now, nobody knows how it's going to dry, but we do know that we're at least stopping it where we like it, and I'm not going to see a lot of drama in moving it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move it before I bring you in for a closer look. This way we know how far we've gone, right? So I'm going to move you over a little bit here. And I'm going to put this painting right here. And I'm going to use yesterday's paint balancers. Make sure they're not uneven too much. And I could put it there and get away with having another. So let's do this together. Oh my gosh. Can you see that? You can't even see it. Where is it? That's way closer to you than it was. All right. So I moved it without changing any of um, the painting. You are. I do believe we're going to see black um, cells popping up through the paint. I got to bring you in. Hold on. All right, here we are. This is the little green guy. You see him? He's changing already since I put him down. He's already making some moves, which is fine. He's kind of funny looking. He was super cute a minute ago. You see all the boulders I got? That's what's up. That I live for boulders. I live for cells. I love that. Look at that. That's so epic. I'm just like, what on earth? The iridescence is unreal. This is the little area that I played with. So that one lighter green line was organic. The rest of those little lines that come into that blackness, those I did myself. Look at that. Chameleons even? Goodness gracious. Oh, man. I can't wait to see this tomorrow. Woo woo! All right. I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this 2 videos because I make you guys sit through some long videos. I don't need to do that to you every single time. I'll see you on part 2.